There are people making $10, $30, $50, even $100,000 on Twitter just by writing tweets for other people. Take for example Ghostwriter Dakota Robertson, who in less than 2 years has grown an audience to 250,000 followers and has used his writing skills to create other ghostwriters and start his own ghostwriting business. Building an audience takes time and effort, and most business owners don't have the time or the inclination to learn how to write themselves. Some of these people already have an audience and they just want to capitalize on it by selling them products and services, but they just don't know how to. That's where ghostwriters come in. The currency online is capturing and holding attention, and if you can do that for your clients, then you'll make a great ghostwriter. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you step by step how you can grow from $0 to $10,000 by writing as a ghostwriter on Twitter. Step 1 requires mastering the art of persuasive writing. Study the people who are doing what you want to do. They have all learnt the art of persuasive writing, so copy them and emulate what they do already. Some great books to shortcut your learning on copywriting is to pick up the following: Ogilvy on Advertising by David Ogilvy, Scientific Advertising by Claude Hopkins, and Influence by Robert Cialdini. If you want to master copywriting, you have to study the greats, and these are a great grounding for you to get good at copywriting. And if you want to shortcut this even further, just go study the people that you want to emulate. There are hundreds of ghostwriters right now writing threads on Twitter every single day. Get notifications on their account and copy and learn how they structure everything they do. One of the big problems with ghostwriters online is that they don't know how to grow their own account, and that starts with two things: getting your content right and getting your profile right, so that when people come to your account, they'll want to follow you and you have a big following already. If you can claim to grow accounts and you can't grow your own, then it's not a good look and you're unlikely to get those clients. Now, to ghostwrite online and to prove your competency, you have to be able to write really good threads. And you get good at writing threads by writing them at volume. We know from the people that we talk to that some of the bigger accounts have written over 90 to 100 threads in the last 2 years. Some of the best thread writers on Twitter go with 1 or 2 a week. As a ghostwriter, you're going to be writing threads daily, so you have to get good at them, and putting in the reps and getting some volume out there is the way to go here. If you want to see how the best threads are started, then Hype Fury has got a thread starter section so that you can see some already market proven viral tweets. Check them out, copy the structures and emulate them in your own way. Step 3 is to find a niche and focus on providing value to those clients. Ask yourself, who would you most like as your client and who would you like to work with? And more importantly, do they have money to pay for your services? Once you've figured out who you're writing for, then you need to provide value to these clients. You provide value to these clients by showing you can write persuasive threads and actually make them money. You could even offer to do some free threads just to get your foot in the door. If you're ghostwriting for a fitness client, write a case study with a step-by-step transformation as to how that client lost weight in the first place. This can apply to any business. All you're doing is through the thread writing where they started at point A to where they are now at point B, and the step-by-step or transformation guide that took them there in the first place. Each tweet needs to take the person step by step towards the transformation that you're trying to showcase. Then at the end of that thread, you just need a strong call to action, which could be to send a direct message, to jump on a call, or to go to a landing page to buy a product. If the thread was persuasive enough and the person who you're directing the thread to can benefit from that service, then we see no reason as to why that person wouldn't click the link. So you've mastered copywriting and you've been writing threads to practice. The next thing you want to do is to create a ghostwriting offer. Now, an offer is just a fancy way of saying a package for your products or services. So instead of I will do ghostwriting, you would be putting a package which could be to get a certain amount of followers for somebody, a certain amount of threads per week. A typical offer for a ghostwriting business could be you will get X amount of followers in a specific time range and a guarantee if you don't. And if you reduce the amount of risk of working with you, then there's a greater chance of somebody actually buying what you have to offer. For a shortcut on offer creation, just look at what's already in the marketplace already. If you type in ghostwriting into Twitter, you'll see a ton of them. Jump on their landing page, see what it is they have to offer, what they're selling it for, and what their guarantees and returns are. Step 5, and the final step, is to get direct messaging people and jumping on calls with prospects. This relies on you doing a lot of proactivity. The name of the game for reducing risk of people wanting to work with you online is social proof. If you can get case studies of doing some good work for somebody and then get them to do a video or a written testimonial, then that is great proof that you're going to be able to do that work for somebody else. But to get customers, you have to be proactive. Reach out to people with big audiences and write some threads for them for free. The tactic that I love is the permissionless apprentice, which I think was coined by Jack Butcher. The idea here is that you apprentice for somebody by doing some work for them for free. You could write somebody 3 threads with no expectation of anything in return, and if they use them, you could drop them a link and say, hey, come and talk to me if they do well. It's a win-win for both parties. They've had some work done for them, you've showcased your offer, and you could be potentially ghostwriting for them in a couple of days. If you want to get any business, you have to be proactive, and tenacity is the name of the game here. The gap between $0 and $10,000 is nearer than you think. If you got one client for 1 month for $2,000, times it by 5 and you're already there. Do good work for free, get case studies, prove your competency, and then build from there slowly over time. And now you know exactly how to become a Twitter ghostwriter and start making a full-time income online simply from writing tweets. To utilize the software of choice of ghostwriters across the world, go to hivefury.com or hit the link in the description below. Want a more detailed explanation as to how to go from 0 to 100,000 followers? Hit this link here and I'll reveal those secrets to you.